in my previous career, I was an actress, and I was always my dream to be an actress. And I was a working actress in the theater in Chicago. I lived in New York. I lived in Los Angeles. I was doing commercials. I was working, and I was not sure why, but I was not that happy because I was realizing my dreams. Like this was what it was going to be. I always wanted to do it. And then there was a particular time in my career where I was just between jobs. And as an actor, sometimes you have to do a day job. And I was a temp, an admin. And I would go into an office and I would be doing random files. And I just would sit at this desk going, what am I doing here? What am I like? How long am I going to be doing this? Because I knew I didn't care about it, obviously. I mean, certainly I want to go do a good job at whatever I'm doing, but I was not passionate about filing in somebody's office. And I just sort of, I just thought, you know what do I want to do? Like, if I can't be doing what I love to do, which was acting, if I can't be doing that, what else might I like to do? And I just started to explore. I'm like, well, I really kind of like helping other people, but that was like a secret thought because I really didn't think that I could do it because my life was not in order. I didn't have everything together. So I thought, oh, I can't help other people, but it was sort of my secret desire, right? So I started kind of looking around and I was like, oh, I'll look up maybe a licensed clinical social worker. I'll look up psychiatrist. I'll look up PsyD. I'll look up psychologists, like therapist. Well, what might I do? And as I was looking at all of that, I got this email from a friend about somebody who called themselves a health coach. And I was like, hmm, hell, what is that? A health coach. Interesting. And I read about this person and her job, and I was like, this exists. Like, you can help people. Especially, I've gotten really passionate about health and wellness for a number of reasons. And I was like, wow, I could talk with someone about health and wellness. I could help them. But I don't have to go to school for 7 years or 8 years or whatever it is between school and residencies and all of that. And I don't have to be like $80,000 in debt, and I could do this in a different way, and I was just so intrigued, and that's what got me into it.
Before becoming a coach, I was a professional cookie and pie taster, AKA a glorified sugar junkie earning $17 an hour. You don't get recruited for that kind of job unless you're really good at eating cookies, which I was. But nobody can eat sugar every day for 6 years and feel awesome. My job was literally killing me. And I knew that I needed a radical change. So I went searching and discovered this thing called coaching, which seemed almost too good to be true. Who doesn't want to be paid to be your healthiest, most vibrant, alive self? Who doesn't want to help others get in alignment with their truth and live their best life? This looked like the best career ever, but is this like, can you really make a career out of something like that? Who would pay for that? And of course, it cost money to get the education that I needed. And I remember being at this Thanksgiving gathering. My dad's best friend, Leon, of 60 years, said the most motivational statement ever in 3 words. He said, "You're going to die." And these three simple words kind of choked me to my core. I remember thinking, oh God, I'm not ready to die. There's so much that I haven't done. And he said, the reality is, if you're not making choices every waking moment based on this truth, then you are in denial of this reality. And that made such an impression on me. I wanted to do something positive with my life. So in 2005, I decided that being a paid sugar addict wasn't the better future that I wanted. So I was looking for a career that I could learn, grow, become my best self, inspire others to do the same, and have a practical skill set that could help me and my family. And this is what coaching was all about. It's all about mastering yourself and mastering your craft. It's about helping people get what they want. It's about being healthy. It's about being empowered. It's about the pursuit of a better life. And it is a way of life. It's not just a career, it is a way of life where you're coping with the everyday stresses, but it doesn't overwhelm you anymore. It pushes you to think in new ways. It's flexible, which was important to me as a mom, that you can work 40 hours or 10 hours, like Carey was saying, as a side gig or a full-time gig. It's flexible in that way, which was really important to me. And it's fulfilling. You you get paid to be yourself, your best self, and you're helping others make a difference in their lives too. And that just, um, yeah, it almost seemed too good to be true. And somehow it wasn't. It was real.
Yeah, well, I looked at the school that that health coach had gone to, and I was like, oh, well, I'm gonna, I researched, and I saw it, and I thought, I can't do this. This is absolutely crazy. Like, I'm not. I spent my whole life training to become an actor. Went to a theater conservatory. I am a working actor. I am a Screen Actors Guild member. I am an Actors Equity member. Like, this is what I'm doing. What is this? Like, this would be a total left turn. So when I initially thought about doing it, first thing that came up was, no, you can't do that. That's crazy. But I just couldn't stop thinking about it. Like, my mind would drift back to it. My heart would drift back to it. I would look back at the website. I would read more. I would think, I would buy another. I bought a cajillion books on health, wellness, nutrition, personal growth. I would get another book. I would listen to a class at the time. It was not, we didn't have podcasts and streaming and all of that. So I listened to CDs. I would pop a CD into my car and I would listen, and I just couldn't. It's like I just kept going back there in my mind. And eventually I was like, I think I might. I just said to myself, you know what? Even if I don't do this for a living, because I did not believe I could do that, but even if I don't do this for a living, I need this for me. I need this change for my life. If I get this education, this will impact me for the rest of my life. I will take it with me forever, and it will be worth it. And that was when I was sort of like, okay, I think I'm going to do this. I think I'm going to do it.
It's interesting because I think there are moments in your life where that plant seeds for who you're going to be later, and you don't realize it until the later. So I remember when I was maybe 5 or 6 years old, and I was on a business trip with my dad, and I was wearing my favorite little outfit. It was this pirate outfit with a t-shirt that had a treasure chest on the front of it with these little jangly coins. And it was my favorite outfit. I loved that outfit. And it's funny that it had coins on it because I was in the lobby waiting for my dad, 5 or 6 years old, and I started doing cartwheels in the lobby. And people started putting dollars all around on the floor. And when I think back to what was the moment that I knew that I wanted a career where I could make great money doing something I love and have something that was like mine, because I earned that money. When people put those dollars in, and I remember gathering up in my hand, and when my dad came out of the elevator from his business meeting and he looked at me and he was like, what? I think I had $16 or something. I was like 5 or 6 years old. That was like wealth. So I had my treasure chest jangling, and my dad's like, what happened here? And there's a crowd of people standing around. And that was funny because I was a shy kid, very introverted. But I think that was a defining moment that I couldn't have put words to back then. But looking back, I go, oh, wow, I wanted something that was positive, something that allowed me to be expressed. And I wanted something that I could take with me that was mine. I didn't want to stay working and depending on someone else to decide my income potential and what hours that I worked. I wanted to be my own boss. And that's what coaching gave me.
And this was going to be my day job. This was going to be my side gig, my plan B. Like, I never intended, well, like I said, I didn't even believe I could coach for a living in the first place. But even if I did, I never intended it to be a full-time thing. It was going to be the thing that supported the thing that I loved. It was a thing that I loved that supported another thing that I loved.